The Rings of Power, Episode 3, and Numenor is beautiful. Amazon delivers with another gorgeous episode.
One of the things I love about the show the most is, I think you alluded to this in the first episode we did, or the review we did, was the world building through imagery.
Oh,
It is like, so when we reviewed Wheel of Time, that was one of my favorite things, where it was the set pieces where they just show you a huge part of the world.
Yep.
This show does it better than Wheel of Time did.
Yep. Well, they have a better budget.
It's bigger, but yeah. Laughs at Jeff Bezos. By far, the best part to me is the imagery of the world building. So, Numenor, that video, that city,
That area, beautiful.
my God.
Gave me Grecian vibes of like the water, the island nation.
Yeah.
They're kind of set off to themselves, but that is where Galadriel and Halbrand find themselves.
Yes.
And I think, that kind of like developed like, okay, yet another human society that just hates elves for being an elf. And they struggle
They are
there.
not kind to her.
I know, and she's been alive for thousands and thousands of years. She was there. The Numenor fought with the elves in the original
To kill
war.
Morgoth.
Right, and Halbrand, we find out a little bit about him. He's not who we think he was. He's not he wants to live there.
Isn't it crazy the dichotomy between the humans who sided with Morgoth and the humans that decided to side with the elves, and like how those two branches have gone so
Did you
different?
pick right or did you pick wrong?
So, well, the humans that in the Southlands hate the elves, and the people from the city hate the elves. So it doesn't matter what.
Well,
choice.
yes, but who's living better because you see what's
That's
going
true.
on in the Southlands. That's where you find Arendir.
Yes, and
He's not in a
at
good
an
spot.
encampment.
Because we ended in the last episode where he got snatched in the roots.
Yes.
And drugged through, and I was like, ooh,
First of all,
what
would
is
you
that?
have crawled through that shit? I would not
No.
have. Okay, elf or not, I'm not doing that.
Like,
doing it.
I have to go find what's down there. No, you don't, man.
you-
They'll come back.
You definitely
Just
don't.
wait.
I'd throw some shit down there to smoke them out. They'll come out eventually.
Because, like, they are not treated... more elves. You see, they kind of build a little band of elves that are chained together.
And I like the
chain
fact
gang.
when they found each other, they were like, brother.
That's it, because everybody else, on top of hating the orcs, they hate elves. So, like, whoever
Yeah.
you find in that hole with them, and they're tearing apart nature, they're digging this pit that's protected from the sun. Obviously, they're like vampires. We find out they don't like sunlight.
I love the fact that like Arendir refused to move the tree, or the elves refused to cut around the tree. Like, we'll go around the tree. The tree deserves
Yes.
its place. It's been here for thousands
They
of
speak
years.
for the trees.
And I just like that because
Yeah.
it was like, oh yeah, good for you.
It
And
was
then,
good. Well, we saw what happened.
yeah, we did.
So, and I hope you guys did as well. But I won't say it here just for the sake of, not. And then we go to the... Now, this is stupid time because I've fell things off while I'm watching the show. Are they Harfoots or Hardfoots?
HAR.
Harfoots. Okay.
Harfoots.
That's what I thought I was calling them, but
Yeah.
I don't really know. Because that was the other portion of this episode.
Yeah.
So it was a three-piece combo with Galadriel, Arendir, and the Harfoots. Or
And
Nori.
could you imagine being that race living in like this world? No wonder they're so skittish, and like, if you get when they do their migration and you get left behind, it's like, well, we'll tell stories about you at where we
did
go.
good.
Because we are not waiting.
Right, and I thought that was pretty brutal for them. Like,
Yeah.
they're very peaceful.
And they loved each other. They
Yeah.
love the fact that who you are, but if you get left behind, I'll remember your memory fondly.
That's it. And we'll drink to you, and we'll have fun. And then we got a little bit more taste of the stranger here.
Yes.
Still don't know much about him. He speaks. He does speak now.
I have no idea where that's going.
No,
I'll be honest
neither.
with you. I have no idea.
Everyone I talked to, and I know you had talked about it before, everybody once said, like, oh, was that Gandalf? Is that
Yeah.
Gandalf? No, it's not. I
But,
don't
like,
think.
I keep thinking, like, where could they possibly take this character? I have
He's a major role. He's got
no
to be a major piece.
idea whatsoever.
He came from the stars. He survived a crash landing. His fire
It's
didn't
over there
burn
looking
anybody.
at constellations and shit.
Yep, and you
Yeah.
saw it in his eyes, and so there's a lot more there. But I think this episode was pretty cool. It was a little more low key. It was more. I think this was just stirring.
A little bit
the
more
pot.
world building.
Yeah, it was just stirring
Yeah.
because you see like the Queen of Numenor. There's something going on there. You saw it at the end, or like at the end of her, where she was talking to something or someone.
I don't know his name, but the guy who rescued Galadriel, we did look it up, but it's already like I'm
And I
lost.
loved him as a
watching this
character.
and Game of Thrones at the same time. I'm telling you what, my brain is just like.
Yeah, if you want something that's difficult, this is what you do.
But I
Two
like
fantasy
his
shows that
character
are-
is very cool.
Oh, I love it.
I love the
love
fact
it.
he speaks Elvish. He is like
Upholds
all
his,
behind Galadriel.
Yep.
Like he is like, trust me,
His father was the king.
I got you.
until they told him not to be king anymore.
Yeah, I don't know,
He's
but I
still
just really
alive.
liked his character.
Yeah, no, I think he's going to help. I think, because obviously, for a quick second, I thought he was sent on a murder mission, but
I thought that was what the queen wanted.
it's like, hey, go take care of
Elves
this.
aren't
for
supposed
me.
to be here, so go.
You technically broke the law by bringing it here, but he was doing it to serve the queen. It was just a weird combination.
Go take care of business and throw her out with the trash.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
But I think it was a good episode. I think it was,
They're taking their time with the story.
I'm good with that because that's
like
telling me that season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You never know. But there's a lot of story here, and I know that this show is getting some hate by the book people, and I get it. Ryan did a great analogy for me, and I would hate the same thing. But peel your brain away from that and watch the show for a show because I think this is going to go somewhere, and I think it's going to be worth a watch.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
episode 3.
Let us know what you thought about the episode
please.
below. If you are a show only, like we are, let us know how you're liking it. And if you're a book reader, are you at least willing to give the show a chance to tell its own story, or are you just so far divorced from what they're doing that you just can't continue?
And let us know why you hate it. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I'd like to maybe get on your side. We'll get in your corner. We'll box it out a little bit.
As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing around here, and we will see you for the next episode of The Rings of Power.